I've been privileged or lucky enough over time to get to care for many children in the Dallas area with varying degrees of hearing loss. But for society, there have been studies done that estimate that the lifetime cost of a single deaf child is in excess of $1 million. They estimate that on average there's about 4 million children a year born in this country. So to put that in perspective, that means every year there's 4,000 children born who are profoundly deaf. That's year in and year out, and about 16,000 children that are born that have moderate to severe degrees of hearing loss. To put everything in perspective, that means hearing loss is this country's #1 congenital birth defect.
I'm the mom of 3 kids, 2 of which are hearing impaired. The cost of the hearing aids are very expensive. But, you don't have a choice, really, if you want your kid to be able to speak, and they have to be able to hear themselves and the world around them. They have every opportunity that every other kid has, and that's thanks to technology. And, deaf ed teachers and speech therapists, they have very little barriers. It's life-changing and wonderful, and every kid should be able to have that.
While having a hearing loss for a child is definitely something that a family has to work on, there's lots of work involved, but I do not feel like it holds children back. I have plenty of kids who play sports, they're in band, they have many friends, they do all of the social things that children of their hearing peers do. My favorite stories are the kids that are in band and play a musical instrument and sing. It's amazing to me that these children are born profoundly deaf and have an appreciation for music. For parents with children with hearing loss, not only is it also a major time commitment, it's also a financial commitment. From the cost of hearing aids and ear molds and cochlear implants, there's also speech therapy, which goes on for years. Programming of their implant and hearing aids. A lot of these families spend thousands and thousands of dollars on this equipment and their dedication to their children.
We adopted Esther 2 years ago from Haiti, and Esther had a hearing loss, but we did not know that prior to bringing her to the United States.
It's an inherent human right that everyone has the ability to be able to hear, to be able to communicate. There's just so many individuals out there that, for lack of, expenses, or they don't have the appropriate funding, they're kind of put into a box, and then they can't really, function in society.
You hear, well, they could learn to communicate in other ways. That's true, but without her speech, there are so many people in our hearing world that she wouldn't be able to communicate with.
When Erin was born, she didn't pass her newborn screening. In all of our research and things like that, there wasn't like one place where you could go and try and find the resources that you would need to kind of learn about what your kid's about to go through. And it's kind of one of the reasons why we started the organization, was because we wanted to help other families like us, be a resource for them, a place they could go and find a path, whether it's the audio-verbal path or it's the American Sign Language path, whichever they choose. But if they chose the audio-verbal path, then we wanted to be there to help with the out-of-pocket cost of the speech therapies, the hearing aids, the cochlear implant surgery. It's all very expensive. Erin's doing great. She's in elementary school now. Reading, writing, doing all the things typical hearing children do. And we hope she continues to excel.
The use of hearing technology along with speech therapy or auditory verbal therapy it's a comprehensive approach. It's a team working together with the family, with the child, so that they can achieve their goals and really have the best outcome possible. I love the reaction kids have when they first get fit with a hearing aid or with a cochlear implant stimulation. That first reaction where sometimes they smile and giggle, or they may have a confused look on their face, or they cry because it's something they're not used to. But that reaction in response to being aware of something new that they haven't been around before is awesome.
Hey, I sound.
You're hearing yourself better. That's exactly what she's hearing herself breathing, and I don't think she realized what it was.